Miles is on walks only after his injection. He got a joint injection on his right foreleg. He has 2 more weeks, and then maybe do a little trot to see how he does. But it doesn't look too bad. I have him on a joint supplement, and he's on lots of grass hay too, so that always helps. Good old grass hay. Hello, my spooky Rockstar friends. It is time for a truly famous, scary story. The most frightening horse tale in history. The true legend, the Headless Horseman. Here we shall begin my story, the true legend of Sleepy Hollow. But first, Miles shall receive his joint injection. A few weeks before, he had a steroid injection, and we waited. Now he will get his medicine to fill the joint and help cushion the arthritic space. I hope along with these tales I love to research and tell, as I have filmed spending time with my loving and gentle horses. I always call my ponies my spooky, tale-loving Rockstar friends. Begins the fantastic and classic legend of Sleepy Hollow. Come here. Come here. That's a good boy. Okay. And that's how long it took him to find a place to roll. Oh, Miles, you're so funny. Yeah, let's go that way, bud. Good boy. Good boy. Da, 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 da. Miles. Whoa.
That was very helpful.
Anytime.
He's fine.
Oh my god. There you go. Okay.
Yeah. So I believe that when we did this last time,
He ripped my foot apart.
no, I held his foot.
Yep, you're gonna just peel and point it out.
Remember to use your legs, not your back.
It's the squats.
Yeah.
Shoot.
What's the same that helps you stand
Just to know where I am.
Uh-huh.
Joint and then it goes first. It's a very easy push. Then, can you do that for me? First and second. Not on the forehead, not on the hand.
It can actually take a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure it can.
Writer Washington Irving's tale of the headless horseman who races through the real-life village of Sleepy Hollow, frightening the poor people of the time. But since the Middle Ages, the time of 476 to the 14th century, there has been legends like the stories from the Brothers Grimm, the true fairy tale stories, Dutch and Irish stories of the Dullahan or Gan Cian, a grim reaper-like rider who carries his head, the Dullahan or Dark Man or Dark Fairy, wielding a whip made from human remains. When the Dullahan stops, a death is sure to occur. If he calls out your name, your doom is set. But if you present him with a golden present, he may disappear, saving your soul. as well as Sir Walter Scott's 1796 The Chase, from a German poem by Gottfried Berger, to be loosely based on Norse mythology. Irving had met Scott and become friends in 1817, to be influenced by his friend's work, the poem about a badly influenced soul to be forever hunted by the wicked forever, and the hounds of darkness to chase him, never to retire. To be believed by historians, Irving was intrigued by the true story of a Hessian soldier being mortally wounded by the neck by a cannonball during the Battle of White Plains and during the time of Halloween of 1776. The story begins in the New York village of Sleepy Hollow, where a tall, thin-shouldered man named Ichabod Crane, a schoolmaster, courts young lady Katrina Van Tassel, a heiress also pursued by the Dutchman named Brom Bones. When they were at a Halloween party at the Van Tassel farm, as ghost stories were being shared, Ichabod asked to court Katrina, but she turns him down. Ichabod, disheartened, races through town, where from the depths of the dark forest, a headless horseman, or could be his rival, chases him relentlessly, hurling a pumpkin at Ichabod, throwing him from his saddle, whereas he vanishes to roam aimlessly, hiding from a successor. The legend to have been imagined from true locations of the old Dutch church and churchyard, Major Andreas tree, and actual family trees of the Van Tassels and Ichabod Crane. The headless horseman, supposedly seeking revenge, and a head unfairly taken from him, and continuing to search for his substitute, a horseman, as is past, seeking for answers and retribution, to never rest until he finds his ulterior motive. For in history, there was a Colonel Ichabod B. Crane enlisted in the Marines in 1809, serving 45 years, but no evidence of Irving ever meeting Mr. Colonel Ichabod. Or did they? The first ghost story, a legend to lend to any interpretation, continuing to terrify and terrorize all of us as the best possible ghost story. The town given the name from descendants of Holland, the Hessian soldier of German lineage serving in the British Army during the American Revolutionary War, to be seen galloping through the hollow without his head, only from a distance at night. In Scotland, the MacLean clan from the Loch Buie district, a horseman named Elwyn of the Little Head, the son of a MacLean chief, impatient to claim his inheritance, leading to battle of wills between the two. The year 1538, and in those times to settle disputes would lead to a battle, whereas Elwyn's life was taken by the neck by one of his father's soldiers. Ever since Elwyn to be seen upon his colored thumb pony, wearing his favorite green cloak, carrying his small head in his arm. A more gruesome spiritual tale that begins to light the true ghostly story of the Headless Horseman. There are many scary, legendary horses in our mythical, supernatural, and ancient world. Like a hippolectron, a hybrid creature of many several animals, a lioness, Pegasus, Greek flying horse, and a centaur that is half man, half bull. Said to be actually reported by hunters of Cameroon in Africa, a horse leopard in 1840, but no true evidence that they ever existed. Or the Choloma was first spotted around 300 BC during China's Three Kingdoms, thought to be the divine messenger sent down from heaven by the god Indra himself. A water horse from Scotland, the Kelpie, known to lure humans into the lochs, where it lives to appear as a beautiful young woman. The victim will enter the water to help the woman. The Kelpie transforms into its true form of a horse-like creature with sharp long teeth and glowing red eyes. Also known to appear on land as a beautiful black horse with white spots. You're enticed to ride the horse and will quickly lead you into the water and the deepest part of the lake to force you into the depths. They are said to be highly intelligent with human intellect and animal instincts. They speak telepathically with one another only to use their voice when needed. When threatened, they can manipulate objects, lock doors from a distance. Then there's the Sleipnir, the eight-legged horse of Odin, the chief god of mythology. Sleipnir was the offspring of Loki, a shape-shifting trickster of Norse mythology, and an unknown stallion. Loki transforming into a mare to seduce a stallion to bear Sleipnir, born with two legs at each end of his body. Sleipnir carries Odin all over Midgard as Earth, and through Valhalla, the end home of all Viking warriors. Did you think those mythological creatures are scary? Well, hold on to your wondrous witch hats. They are nothing compared to the Tikbalang of Philippine folklore, lurking deep in the mountains or in the wild caves. To see this frightening creature that has a horse's head, legs, and high profile, a human body and long limbs, making its movements very unsightly and imbalanced, not unlike the Skinwalker, a similar supernatural being of American legend. Adventurers trekking through the dense jungles and caves to come across such a creature, you will become disoriented and become lost, and eventually tired from hunger and thirst, disappearing into the darkness, never to be found again. Lastly, another terrifying creature of South American folklore, the Siguanaba, that of a very charming, beautiful woman. She shall appear near water on a moonless night to show herself bathing or washing her clothes, usually to a man and not showing her face. Until he shows interest, she will motion him into the deep, dark forest. Overcome by her spell, he follows her. To be pounced upon, she overtakes her victim, her true identity, whereas his screams go unheard. In the region, parents warn their naughty children to not run off alone for the dreaded Siguanaba, for she will take the form of their mother, and they will follow her voice to become lost in the scary, shadowy forest forever. It's an even more frightening monster than one hybrid Hippolectrion. The Scottish lore would put another dark spin on a dark creature called the Nucklavi, with a giant eye and mouth, and the red color of blood, to be the culprit of spreading disease, and at times the lore to have two horse heads and a human head, to be an omen for impending disaster, and run when you come across the smell, very foul odor, for the Nucklavi is coming for you. Across the sea, you see a large, beautiful creature, that of a horse front and fish tail, not unlike mermaid tales with that of a snow-white scale. It is not that of a gentle, kind creature, for it can jump right from the water and stomp you to death. Sometimes to grow wings and speaks. Often will come riding within the fog, coming to shore, offering rides to anyone. If overcome by the spell of the creature, it will carry their victim to the middle of the sea, either to the depths of the waters or an unknown island where others lie in wait. These terrifying creatures of lore are usually seen from afar, away past, when the world was new and untamed. Thought to bring a moral from every story, to tell the tales of intrigue and fascination from the firesides of elders to the youth, teaching about adventures of the past as myth and folklore, some truths to every tale brandished from each era. Thank you for watching and listening to these amazing stories of legend and folklore to bring to light the strength, bravery, and courage of the horse.